Hello everyone, my name is Nara Sanchez. I am a student from Hospitality Industry Law class. Okay, the case I'm presenting is Jones versus Indian in June 2nd, 2010. Okay, the plaintiff was Nori Jones, Corey Jones, and Joshua Jones. Defendant Indian 104, the Ram Restaurant and Brewery Ram International. Okay, what what is the case? Okay, the case is about discrimination. Okay, the plaintiff filed and complaint alleging racial discrimination against to the respondent in the Southern District Court on Indian, believing that the treatment they received at defendant's restaurant on January 21st, 2007 was the result of racial discrimination, alleging that they were removed from the premiums because of their condition of African American. Okay, on July 2nd, 2010, the court ordered to close judgments in favor of defendants, bearing with is each party with it is own cost. Okay, I wanna brief relief about the case. Okay, a plenty of African Americans joining a group of friends at the Fender restaurant during the very busy time due to Indianapolis Colts game in January 21st, 2007. They were treated correctly, but when the plaintiff attempted to order more food, the waiter told them that they could not place additional food and needed to finish so the restaurant could accommodate waiting guests. That day, the assistant manager encouraged all restaurant guests to leave once they had finished, but explicitly requesting that they leave quickly to accommodate waiting guests and leaving checks on the table before the guests finished eating, explaining that the restaurant tried to serve as many guests as soon possible before the start of the game. Okay, which make these decisions a legitimate and no discrimination reason, prevented to the action pretextual. Okay, Johnson followed the manager to the kitchen area where he described him and asked him for more explication or explanation. The manager came back to the table to explain when one of the plaintiffs asked, and they were going to the quick because they weren't black. Then the manager left the table and returned with the executive chef, African American, of the restaurant, who also explained that the request was not racial motivated. Okay, to establish a case of discrimination must be satisfied the element of being part of racial minority. That discrimination refers to the perform or executing of a contract, and that there is an intention of the part of defense to discrimination on the basis of race. Failure to prove one of these essential elements result in the significance of the other in the case, as this must all be met. None of the, none of the evidence present before the court constituted direct evidence of discrimination, since they cannot be based on inference or presumptions. Okay, the legal issue that I found in this case was three. The first one was where plaintiffs raised the reason why the restaurant did not serve them more food, where the plaintiff second the where plaintiff treated differently that their causation friends, or the third legal issue was the restaurant responsible for the actions of employees. Okay, the result that case that I found for me is the pursuant of the court or the greater motivation for summary judgment. Finally, the judgment is heavy and third in favor of defendants and against plaintiff. The court found that none of evidence constituted direct discrimination. Okay, resume this case, summarize this case. The court no encouraged any evidence that this case was discrimination. So, the plaintiff lost the court.